What's good, YouTube family? Back with another video for you guys. It is Friday the 28th, the last day of the month. That monthly candle closure will be printing at some point today. Gearing up for the New York session. It's not starting yet, so you know I have to bring you guys another video. And as always, if you're finding the content I'm dropping useful, please like and subscribe to the channel. More content on the way. Today, I'm going to be speaking regarding why I chose to become a day trader out of all of the strategies available when it comes to trading, and how I became profitable at it. So this video is going to be about understanding the characteristics of what a day trader is, and kind of like the schedule and what your structure is likely to be if you do go down the day trading route. So let's get into it. So I've been day trading now for years, and out of all of the concepts available, I find like this one allows me the flexibility to kind of do what I need to do outside of trading, and you don't have to sit on the screens all day. And this is a really big thing, because a lot of people, especially in the beginning, coming into it, you kind of are glued to the charts. You kind of want to know more, learn more, and you don't think about the side effects that come with that: the fatigue, the burnout, the mental fog that you start to induce by looking at the screens too much. Learning about blue light and how blue light actually affects you. So all of these things you have to take into consideration and factor in, because your main focus is to print money, right? You want to be profitable. You want to make money on your trades. In order to do that, you need to be in optimal performance. So you have to understand what comes with burnout, mental fog. It's going to decrease your performance. So day trading for me has allowed me to kind of structure my day in a way where, you know, you can set alerts. Like, you don't have to be on the screens all day. Okay, so setting alerts, doing your analysis in the morning. Ideally, I like to look at the charts before the London session opens, just to see what happened during the Asian session, how my pairs are looking going into the day, is any areas of interest. A thing I like to call it is a POI. Do I have a POI? That's something that's on my checklist. And that just is a point of interest. If I don't have a point of interest, then I can kind of go about my day, whether I go to the gym, I might have a meeting somewhere, I might schedule something that I need to do, whether it be content or stuff like that. It's how I find a balance, right? Now, that's important to have in regards to if you are an entrepreneur, you're self-employed, or you do other things as well. You have to have a balance. If you don't have the balance, then you're going to get those signs that fatigue, it does kick in. Now, in the early stages, I didn't understand fatigue, but when I actually started to realize, come the end of the day, I'm struggling to actually remember things, I'm struggling to actually speak in a way. It sounds a bit crazy, but like when you got brain fog, you get to a point where it's like you're fried, like your brain's fried. And it was the screens that was doing that to me. So with day trading, you're able to exercise a bit more patience and a bit more discipline for what you want to see as well. Now, day trading entails you maybe being in a trade longer, for a longer duration. 4 hours a day, you might be in it 2 days, you could be in it 3 days, which is fine as long as you're positioning yourself as best as you can. I find like that's the least stressful environment when it comes to trading. So there's different methods. Some people scalp, which is a shorter term and stuff like that. Some people swing trade. Ideally, I think as I become older and, you know, I start to get more deeper into other aspects outside of trading, swing trading would be the greatest option. But I feel like you know, in order for swing trading to really work in your favor, you need a lot of money, and you need to have big positions on. Otherwise, the duration that a swing trade is, it could be weeks, could be a month, like, or even 2 months and stuff like that. That's not really where I'm at in my life. I'm not really able to do that yet, due to the fact that the duration and the sizes, in order to even wait for that duration to play out to be worthy, you need more capital. You need a lot more capital. I'm not at that stage of my career yet. So day trading fits me a bit better in terms of flexibility. Just because it's quoted the term day trading doesn't actually mean you're trading every day. It just means that per day, when you are potentially seeing the criteria and your confirmations being met, you're more likely to now take a position, hold it throughout the day. Some people call it intraday. I just say you're a day trader. It's just whatever you want to call it. But for me, the criteria that I need to see, that's what I'm comfortable with. And that took me a while to kind of formulate. But what is working for me, I'm not going to change the formula which is working for me. And in regards to my pre-trade checklist, if you go to the comment section, I'm going to tag my Telegram channel and you can get my pre-trade checklist for free. So please join on that. There's a lot of source in my Telegram as well that you guys, I'm pretty sure you would lap up as well in regards to just pointers, tips, how I'm kind of talking now, charts as well included, everything trading. Yeah, it's a hub for everybody. So back to day trading. Now, again, outside of your chart markups, set the alerts and just let the market come to an area in which you're interested in. Instead of staring at it all day for 2-3 hours, which is what I used to do, it's a waste of time. You're not actually being time efficient. Now, one of the main reasons I got into trading was to actually get my time back. And you know, when you're in a rigorous, 9 to 5, some of you guys might still be in work. You'll understand, like, you're not actually able to look at the charts because you are doing certain activities. So in order to get my time back, if I'm not actively trading, why not set the areas that you're interested in and come back as and when the market plays into that area and alerts you? That's just the least amount of stress possible. Or you don't need to start micromanaging, and you're not really going to impulse trade either if you have criteria that's set up. So I think everyone should look into that method, just for the simple fact that you want your time back. You want to be able to do other things. Like, you shouldn't want to be glued to the charts all day, every day. So day trading for me, I might take anywhere from 1 to 5 positions per week. Sometimes it's less. It could be 1 to 3 positions a week. And it really just means that I am more interested in bigger moves. And I feel like day trading offers you bigger moves over as the week, starts heating up and commencing. You might have news events that are coming out certain days of the week. So I'm not really in it for smaller moves. I'd like to see, a specific direction in terms of what I think the trend is for the week, or what I think the trend is for the day sometimes. And I want to kind of catch the move, the bulk of the move. I don't really want to catch it where I'm dipping in and out, a lot of different positions all of the time. It's too much decisions you have to make in a short space. And I don't really want to do that. I want to do other things. So for me, it's about catching the best position, being in a trade which you think is really, really worthy. It has a great risk to reward. And it's just, if and when it plays out in your favor, you're actually able to live off of it as well. And other methods, scalping and all of these things, you can make a living off of scalping. I probably think you can, but the amount of screen time with scalping, I don't have the time for that. I don't think it's the most efficient way to actually become profitable. And it's just high stress, in my opinion, because you're having to just think very, very quickly all of the time. So that's just not really my type of lifestyle in terms of just what I want to do and stuff like that. Because taking 10, 20 positions, 30 positions throughout a day, I'm not really on that. I'd rather have 1 or 2 positions, and just the fact that it's a good R&R, or I think it's going to shoot to a specific direction, I would rather it do that. I have no problem sitting in a trade for a day or 2. No problem whatsoever. Obviously, as and when you gain your position, you kind of want to see it go in your favor, because that gives you the confidence to hold. That really comes down to your entry as well, and learning how to position yourself as best as you can. Entries is the most important thing. I don't care what no one says. If your entry is sloppy, then realistically your R&R is not even going to be as good. And secondly, you're going to actually second guess it, because the market might be, manipulating and moving against you certain times, because you're not positioned as in a place which is deemed, I don't want to say safe, because nowhere in the market is safe, but just based off your analysis, it should make sense why you would want to enter in certain places. So I'm not a chase the market type person. Like, if I miss my setup, okay, cool, I will wait for another one. It is what it is. We're not in the business of just, gambling or risking money when we don't have to. So I like to include POIs. As I was saying earlier, the POIs is important for me. Move from there, go from there. So that could take a day to form. It could take 2 days to form. It could take 3 days to form. Sometimes the market consolidates and I don't see anything. And you got what can you do about that? You can't make the market come out of a range. So that's when you have to kind of have that discipline to be like, look, my criteria is not being met. It is what, go and do something else. Go cook, go and like, go to the gym. Like if you're into all of that type of stuff, if you like gaming, go and play some PlayStation, whatever, right? Just take your mind off the chart, but have those alerts set for if and when a range is broken. And it's like, okay, cool. Let me see how the markets are reacting to that. But certain times you are sitting and waiting, more times than not. So this week, because it's the end of February, right? I've taken one position this week, and that was on Tuesday. So for 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, hopefully today, as the New York session commences, I can see something. I haven't taken no position since Tuesday. And the reason for that is because my criteria has not been met. So if that suits your lifestyle, if you're one of those people where it's like, okay, cool, I can sit and wait and not feel like I should be doing something in the markets, or not feeling like you're missing out, or there's like a FOMO of I need to make money today, because there's never a chance or there's never going to be an everyday thing where the market's going to permit you to make money every day. In my opinion, that's just my opinion, right? Those that say, yeah, you can make X, Y, and Z each day, fair enough. Like if that's what you're doing, show and prove. But I don't think it's really as simple as that. I don't think it's as black and white as that, because you can't account for when a market is ranging. I don't like to trade ranges. I like to trade when the market is trending. It's just an easier read, and you're actually getting a continuation or you're getting a reversal. So that yields a bigger maneuver in the market, and you're able to actually live off of that. Whereas a range is frustrating price action. It's just choppy. It's kind of slow at times. The volume might not be there certain days, and it's just like there's too many variables in a range that realistically you're either putting your stop loss above where everyone is, and you're putting your stop loss below where everyone is. You don't really want to be a part of that, in my opinion anyway. Some people might say, no, I'm very good at trading ranges. I can only account for what I see in the market. I like to trade trends. I was gonna say ranges, that's crazy. I like to trade the trend. And certain days when you're waiting for the trend to kind of come back to an area that you're interested in, or you're trying to see it go to an area you're interested in to potentially reverse, that takes time. You know, we're operating off of 4-hour time frames, daily time frames. That takes longer to form. The setups I'm looking for, they are on those time frames. So I'm understanding the longevity that it could take, or the duration it could take to play out, and I'm cool with that. So I'm making this video today, guys, to kind of break down that you don't need to trade every day. If you want to be a day trader and you understand the characteristics of what day trading can be for you, where you can have the flexibility and have the structure to kind of maneuver and do other things, I think that would suit you personally. If you like, you know, you can't really sit on your hands, or you're a bit more of a, I don't want to say ADHD, that's kind of disrespectful, but like you need to be doing things, you need to be like maneuvering around, like maybe scalping's for you. Maybe you like the high level decision making where you're just, okay, it's very intense. Some people like the intensity. I personally don't, but maybe scalping's for you. And I will do another video on scalping and what that kind of the psychology behind scalping as well. And maybe I'll do one on swing trading for those that don't know what swing trading is as well. So leave it in the comments what videos you guys want in the future, because I am trying to be a lot more consistent this year with content and just dropping game and giving you lot the game, because it's simple. You can simplify it. You don't have to be this, you know, a scalper one day, a day trader another day, a swing. Like you don't need to do that. You want to define what it is you want to be in the market and just follow that, man. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys have liked this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you found this content useful, and check the comments as well. Again, like I was saying, I will post my Telegram link. It's not going to be there forever, so please join while you can. Again, it's free. Everything's being dropped in there, all things charts, fundamentals from time to time too, because I think, you know, as things are heating up in the world, you need to know what is actually driving certain markets, especially stuff like gold. I get a lot of people ask me about gold. Do you see it going to $3,800, $3,500? It's more, what's the outlook of the world? Okay, when it comes to stuff like gold, what's happening with the world? Gold's going up because there's too much uncertainty in the world. It's a safe haven. It's very different from your average well, let me not say your average, but in terms of just all the assets out there, people flock to gold when they're not sure about what's happening in the world. So you want to keep an eye on that. If you like trading gold, you need to keep an eye on what is the developments around the world. So yeah, guys, that's kind of a breakdown of what it is to be a day trader. Again, New York session's coming up, so I'm going to hop on the charts, and I'm actually looking to start getting into YouTube live streams. So let me know if you guys would like that, and I'll just show you what it is that I'm looking for in the charts. There's no reason no more to kind of just withhold information, or just like, I'll show you like what I'm doing, because those that are considering, you know, you want to do a career change or you want to get into trading, let me just break it down to you guys what you can do on a day-to-day and what you're able to do in terms of claiming your time back, because that's exactly what I do. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.